So grateful. So honored. Hello.
Yes, madam, I can hear you.
Okay, so I'm just double checking the laptop that I'm using and everything. I'm getting ready to switch over in a minute. You should have the list of all the VIPs because we have new names. So you have to make sure you have the list that way no one comes into VIP who's not supposed to be in there.
Yes, ma'am. Just make me a co-host, please. Thank you.
Let's make you co-host now. Okay. I'm literally getting putting my fixing my makeup. But I think I'll be okay.
Yeah, you hit up there. I was hitting it down where it said okay.
And then you want to enlarge this.
Okay, how do you do that?
Okay, was it supposed to be let in just yet? But that's okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure that you have your questions, your pens and paper, and preparing to get those questions answered. I think we're having a little technical connection problem. Give us just 1 second. Have your question prepared. You're going to say your name, my name is, my company is, and my question is. Give me 1 second, and we'll be right back with you. I see that the team said they wanted us to type those questions in the chat so we can make sure that we get to each question. Make sure that if you have a question for us tonight, type it in the chat so that we can get to your question in a timely manner. Thank you so much for that, Stephanie.
Well, hello. Good evening, and welcome to day number 3, the final day of VIP. I hope you have been enjoying your time in VIP, and I am so super excited about tonight. Oh my gosh, it is going to be amazing. Okay, we're going to get to your questions, but I want to make sure that people who have not been in the hot seat, we're going to have to do popcorn question, okay? So if you have a question, if you have not been in the hot seat already this week, I would like to bring you up on the virtual stage. I want you to give your name, your city, state, the name of your business, and what your business does, and your biggest problem that you have in your business right now. All right, so let's start with Mr. Eric. Would you like to come up, Mr. Jackson? Would you like to come up on the virtual stage and tell us about your business?
I am here. I'm here. Thank you for allowing me to be here. I got two businesses that I have. Primary that I brought me here to Dr. Lane was our nonprofit Story 727, and I have a commercial cleaning business, Renew cleaning business. That has a lot of interest. I have both of them SAM registered. Thanks for the push. So I got all my cage information. Our biggest problem here with Story 727 is funding for one. Doing our impact work with the community to really extend our feeding program and our resources, which is probably our biggest niche. I actually come here for structure, board, organization, the whole shebang. We've been in here 5 years doing everything else, but we haven't had the structure where it's supposed to be. So, to be with the best, to be one of the best is while I'm here. With Renew, I am so interested in all of these government contracts. To hear how we can flip the NICS, I'm all about delegating. I love the fact that if it's not necessarily my piece of cake or whatever, we can still eat it and just share the pieces with those who know how to really chew. So with that being said, I'm really just excited. Thank you for the tool list, the teaching. I feel the energy coming through, so I'm good. I'm really good. One question though, the multiple NACS or the NAICS codes. Can we just, if we don't have those, can we just go ahead and add it to our SAMs? And what kind of process does that take? Because SAMs, I waited my time. I don't want to keep having them to wait and do all of this or whatever. So can I do that?
Okay, so updating updating is the easy part.
Okay. All right.
Your initial applicant. That's why it takes so long, because they have to do the verification. But once you update, I mean, you can update immediately,
All
and
right. Well,
you're just adding the next code. You're not necessarily changing your principal office or anything like that. You're not doing any major changes. No, you don't need to wait weeks for that. So
all right.
you can do that tonight.
All right. That's done deal then. I
Okay.
appreciate that. And all this real estate talk and the government contract, you got me.
Mhm.
Y'all got me. So I'm here. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Next
All
up,
right.
we're doing the popcorn. We're doing a hot seat. And we have we have a couple of people new to VIP tonight. Let's introduce, let's see, Nita Page. Nita Page. Come on down. You're on the hot seat. So what you're gonna do is your name, your city and state, your business, and your biggest issue that you're having in business right now.
Okay, well, good evening, everyone. Again, my name is Nita Page, and I am residing here in Houston, Texas. I have two businesses. The first one is a nonprofit organization. It's called Purpose Driven Youth Empowerment, and we inspire, educate, and empower our youth through character building, innovative thinking, and entrepreneurship. And the second business is a for-profit business, and it is called PDL Educational Consulting and Technology. It kind of correlates with the nonprofit organization. So that mission is to empower and impact and to elevate our youth.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about the for-profit again.
So
what exactly do you do?
the coaching, and we have virtual academies for young people, specifically young ladies, grades, well,
Virtual
ages
academy.
11 through 18.
Is it credit recovery, or the virtual academy? Is it credit recovery?
Majority mentoring.
Mentoring. Okay,
Yes.
I only said that because that's a big market. I see those RFPs all the time towards the end of the school year. And that's something that you might want to look into, especially since you're dealing with youth. And we want them to graduate from high school. We want them to finish what they started, like at the minimum, graduate from high school. And so if you're able to add the education component that helps them graduate from high school, you will then enter into a new code, and that will focus on so that's why I said, do you do credit recovery? Because education, the completion of education and helping them get to college,
Right.
that's a bucket in itself. College exploration. So that's career and college readiness. That falls under career and college readiness. So anything related to leading them up to a career and college, you will find a boatload of contracts for that, and grants. So
Thank you.
I would focus on adding just, that's only because you already have the target market.
Yes.
You already have the audience.
Yes.
And I'm pretty sure their parents will not be declining you from helping them graduate from high school. And if you could do an event, add an event to that, where you get scholarships, where you can give out scholarships for them to attend college or a trade at that event. So you can raise money at the event, get sponsors for that event. That event will be under the nonprofit side. Okay. Get sponsorships for that event. A lot of these events are, I just did a gala last week for a client. And I have another one coming up next month. Galas are very popular. 5Ks, tennis, golf tournaments. These are events that raise money for things like this. But if you can focus on helping them graduate so that they can go to the next level, mentoring is great, but mentoring can only take them so far. If you can push the needle in another area, you got money. There's money. There's money out there for you.
Okay, well, I can definitely do that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, I got 2 done in 10 minutes. Come on, can you beat that, Dr.
Let
Lang?
me jump in there with you, Ty. Let me go back there to
Come on,
Eric. I
let's
know he
tag
talked
team. Yeah,
about,
we're a tag team.
yeah, bam.
Tag team.
Tag
All right,
me
you
in there.
go.
I'm going to go back there to Eric, who asked about the Nexus code. You can do that tonight. We're going to ask that you update your capability statement. In SAM, you load your capability statements, and you can have more than one capability statement. So your business is in more than one pathway. So when you do that, you just add that Nexus code onto your capability statement. Like we're doing some of those micro grants. So that's going to be a whole additional capability statement that you're going to add in. So that's, you don't want to just throw the codes on there. You want to make sure that you add the codes, but you also add it to the capability statement. And you also load those capability statements in SAM.gov so that when people pull up your file and the government pull up your file, it has your capability statement. And then you also want to have at least 3 clients in each one of those capability Nexus code areas. And if you don't have them, then we'll show you how to reword and make sure that you get those in there. Does that make sense for you?
Yes, they do. Thanks, Dr. Lang. I appreciate it. I was writing it down as you was talking. Appreciate it.
Absolutely, my pleasure. And then I wanted to give Ms. Nita, thank you so much for joining us at VIP. We appreciate you. I wanted you, if you didn't mind, I only heard a partial of your question. Can you recap that question? One of the things when you said about students, because that area of contracts, like the upper bound and all those programs that already exist, we'd like you in the government contract space to plug you into those. So if you could just recap your question just for a sec, I'd like to give you some feedback as well.
Okay, well, I did not have an exact question to answer. I guess I was just introducing myself and saying what my mission statement was for both. I have a nonprofit organization as well as a for-profit organization. I don't know exactly what question to ask at this point because I'm just in the overload, just trying to get all the information in. And so, everything is.
So let me ask you a question. What's your
Yes,
financial goal for that social enterprise that you're running?
for the for-profit.
So when a social enterprise is when you have a nonprofit and a for-profit and their services are able to intertwine and engage. That's what you have. It will be considered a social enterprise. What are your financial goals for your businesses?
Okay, so that's something I need to really consider. I do not have a number, but that's something I need to really do my homework and figure out what that number is.
Okay, very good. What was your last year's budget? How much money did you bring in?
Okay, so I'm not at well, let's just say this. So I am, the nonprofit organization has been run on events and sponsorships, a little bit of grants, coming from the Walmart and so forth. But the for-profit is something that is being created, but no revenue has been able to come through for me yet.
Okay, good. We'd like to change that for you.
I
And so let's make your first goal. Yeah, let's get you that first 100,000 in there. So put that down. So the next time you ask about a revenue goal, let's start you at 100,000, and we call that our floor level, right? Coming in. So put that 100K for your for-profit, and then we'll go over your numbers on that nonprofit and show you how we can grow those together. Fair enough?
I love that. Yes, fair enough. That's a blessing.
Thank you so much. Who else we got? Any other questions coming in? All right. So I know that I do, Tamisha. Okay, come on, I do. Come off mute if you can. Do you need us to unmute you? Or are you putting it in the chat? Let me see if it's in the chat.
mute.
No, Miss King, there you go. Welcome.
I'm sorry. Hello. My name is
Welcome.
Keisha King. I have met you before, Dr. Lane. You were doing a women's conference in Columbus, Georgia, and I was able to attend multiple years ago. But I own the Tri-City Resource Center, which is a nonprofit. With the Tri-City Resource Center, I have partnered with Dunamis International Chaplaincy, as well as a School of Theology, and also my own business, which is called About My Father's Business, that constructs businesses locally. And so I'm trying to move my business, the chaplaincy, to be able to work with the Red Cross. And so I'm trying to pretty much level up marketing so we can have enough chaplains to cover the Red Cross over the United States to be able to be issued out when there is a natural disaster. So I'm looking for, first off, the things that we're doing now with the chaplaincy, the amount of tuition that we charge normally goes back into the student for their materials. So we're trying to get funding for that so that we can start a profit.
When you get your chaplaincy ramped up, if they're a chaplain with you, what's the salary there? What's happening? Tell me a little bit about their positioning.
Hello?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, wait, Ms. King, can you hear me? If you can hear me, Miss King, I can't hear you. Do we have Miss King, Ty, or did she fall off? There she go. I think she
here, but I'm not sure what happened to her audio. Yeah, I think her services.
Miss King, you might have to log out and come back in, and when you do, we'll pull you right back up to the mic. I have an answer for you. Oh, wait a minute. I have a question in this chat.
Okay. I was just going over that question. So this is Miss Tania. She's not able to get on camera right now, but she is in the real estate investing, property management, residential. She wants to do commercial. I would like to know how and where to find vetted subcontractors. It is often hard to find reliable subcontractors that will start and finish a job. Thank you so much, and I will wish to remain off camera. Okay, so it's been a long time since I've been in the real estate market. But I can tell you one thing, you have to ask the other contractors. You got to talk to get in those rooms where those other developers are and connect and network. You have to network because it is really, really challenging. And one of the reasons why I stopped, my last property was in 21 and 22. I still own the properties, but I'm no longer doing development anymore because that was my biggest issue right there. Finding contractors that won't cheat you and overprice you. And, especially when you're a woman, they think you don't know anything. Well, I didn't know anything. So they did get me. And I had to learn through the school of hard knocks. But I can connect you with a female developer. She is based out of Georgia, but she has a network all across the nation. So just connect with me. I don't know if you're in my school community, but just connect with me offline. I'll get you that information because she could be a valuable resource. That's one of the things that I love about VIP is that you don't know who's in the room or who knows somebody in the room. Okay, so I love the fact that we can connect you all to a resource that you could use later on in the future.
And to add to that, if I needed some vetted contractors, depending on how big you want your contract to be as a corporation, I would tap into some of the primes in the contract space. And I would ask them, especially if I got gigs for them, because you bring a business to them. That's a great way to get in to be a subcontractor to a prime. And a prime will provide you with all of the vetted individuals that you need, as well as get you positioned in the government contract space. So if you have contracts, even big or small, because they do residential, they do commercial, they can expand your business and vision. And that is the best way to grow your business, is to connect with one of the primes on SAM.gov. So that would be another route that I would go, so that you can accelerate your contract and your dollars. And again, that first question to be is, what's your numbers? How much money you want to make, when you want to earn it. And that's where we start before we plug you into a prime. And you can see the dollars, because you got some $1 billion primes and you got some $100 million primes. So you get to pick that level, and they're available, open, and saying, you know, it's open for hire. I hope that helps.
And make sure you. Oh, Miss King is back. Miss King is back. All right, so we don't have that much time. We got 7 minutes, 6 minutes left. So, by the way, you guys are new to VIP. When you are in VIP, you must put the word VIP dash your name in front of your name. So that way we can identify you when you are in general admission, because you do get to ask your questions first. That's the up. You guys upgraded. They did it. So make sure you put VIP in front of your name, and we will be able to acknowledge you. And then those, yes, okay. And Miss King, we're going to finish up with you, and then we'll be able to answer maybe one more question.
Okay.
We
So my
want to
major,
know about that revenue, Miss King. How much
yes, I
do
want to know
they?
about- I'm sorry. Go
How
ahead.
much do your chaplains get paid?
The chaplains, they don't get paid. Everything is volunteer for them.
Right. So chaplains make anywhere that if they're a licensed chaplain and they have their certification and gone through your program, if you pull it up right now, I'm actually a chaplain myself. If you pull it up right now, chaplains earn anywhere from 80 to 120, $140,000 a year plus benefits. And one of the reasons that they're so valued is because they're replacing the school programs, those who are counselors, because they feel that chaplains have more compassion and they're coming from a more seasoned level. But like being a chaplain at Delta Airline, which is when I got my chaplaincy, it was, I really wanted to be a chaplain at Delta Airline, but then my consciousness was like, that's not fair. Because I really just wanted the benefits, I'm telling you. I wanted to be the Delta Airline chaplain, but when I carry my chaplain badge, if somebody come and asks me to do what chaplains have to do, because it's no game and you can't play with it. So that's the only reason I didn't take the 120K position, because it's a as needed. You don't even, when you get on and you have your chaplain badge, I mean, the benefits is astronomical. You get health and all of that. So I think those are some things when you're going into contract with the Red Cross, they pay their chaplains. And if you see something that they got volunteers, there are some volunteers, but they pay their chaplains. Chaplains get paid. You can Google right now and go on Indeed and put in chaplains, and you will see an 80K job right away. And so you want to position your chaplains to be the biggest, best, and brightest, and that will attract people to you. They want to be in your game, and you want to give them the path to revenue. You want to be on the path to revenue. You want to get some money. And so that you can create more chaplains and provide more services and help more people. But the only way you can do that is to get some revenue. Does that make sense for you?
Oh, yes, ma'am, it does.
So a path that I would say right away with you is to look at the numbers and not just have volunteers, but look for the path for the dollars. Everybody in this VIP, put some numbers behind no matter what you do. They said the love of money is the root of all evil, not money itself. It is so important. You find business and money in the Bible over 3,000 times. And that's just me remembering from trainings that I've done. So for my Bible scholars in here, you know that you got to carry business, and you're not in business until you're making money. You got to make money so you can broaden and extend your services. That has a lot to do with a lot of other things. So let me just stick to the question. The question is, let us give you the path to wealth. You got just embrace it and be like, we getting rich over here. And as soon as you say, our chaplains get paid 70,000, because if they're under you, you're going to keep 20% of salaries, because now what you have is staffing for chaplains. And if you create a model, a staffing agency for chaplains, and you go into the Gov, they love chaplains on them contracts. You pull it right up. You go in and say, I'm doing staffing agencies for chaplains, and I got 400 chaplains or 4,000 chaplains. It doesn't even matter, because once you tell them and they getting paid $80,000 a year for working 40 hours a week, and they're showing up and they want health benefits and fringe benefits, and you put that in your package, well, now you will never have a chaplain problem, because people need some money. They got to feed the kids. That makes sense?
It does.
All right. Thank you. Back to you, Ty.
All right. All right. So we have 2 minutes left. Did everybody get a chance to come up on a hot seat?
At least once.
At least once. Okay. Does anybody have a burning question that they like? Okay, I got to get this question answered. If we can answer it in 2 minutes, we'll do it. All right.
Hi, I wrote it in the chat, but okay, so I got support, finally got my SAM.gov registration and everything processed. The I know, yay, on our way. The next step on there was SBA, certified SBA.gov, but that site says it's for mentors and proteges. Is that the right one?
On certified, yes. If you're going to be a certified, that's where I am on mentors and proteges. Absolutely. You want to start that process right away. Absolutely. Not required, suggested. But
Okay.
when I think you were on a call when I think Mr. Henry came on, my billionaire partner. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is I'm his mentor protege. And so they give from $1 to $3 million a year for you to be in that field. They give you money for your program. They give you money. It comes through your mentor, though. So you want to go ahead and just click on those questions, answered it. It took me probably a day. Just go ahead and fill out that mentor protege process. Just jump right in there.
Okay.
Takes a day.
Thank you.
But hey, it takes a day, but you gonna get it.
Yes.
Okay, so we got no more time left. So once again, everybody's gonna get kicked out, and then we're gonna come back all in at the same time, and we will be starting.
I put a response regarding housing in the chat. So that's for Mr. Scott, because he had asked me a question about on the property. And I know it take a little bit, but I wanted to give him and anybody in here that's in the real estate. Matter of fact, let me pull this down, because let me give you one more if I could get over there. Ooh, it's 8:01.
But Ms. King, just to answer your question, everybody should be getting an email with a VIP resource folder, and inside that resource folder are the links to the videos. So yes, you'll be able to get those videos.
And then Mr. Scott, all of you all take that out of the chat so that you have that information. Eric, the real estate Reverend, all of you all get that. That is gonna be good.
Funny, the conversation about wealth and the Bible. I remember the quote, "It's easier getting a camel through the eye of the needle than it is to get a rich man into heaven."
I heard about that. But we going to heaven, right?
He who is the trust in the riches. That's the part. You got to make sure that you keep your heart posture right. You keep
Thank
your
you,
heart
Ty.
posture
That's
right.
my partner talking, you all. You hear her?
and here's the thing. You know, it doesn't really require you to get rich for you to have there's some poor people that have the poor heart posture towards money. You don't necessarily have to be rich. I know some people who are so stingy and so money hungry and they are broke all the time. So if they were to remember, wealth, money makes you more of who you are. Money is a mirror and it's an amplifier. So if you were already a giver when you had 10,000 a year or 35,000 a year, you're gonna be even a bigger giver when you're making $1 million a year. But if you were stingy at 35,000, baby, you're gonna be even more stingy. Nobody's never gonna see that money, but you probably bury yourself with it. All right. So let's go ahead and jump into the general session. And because people are getting ready to come in the room in a second, and then we need to reset the room. And yes,
if I could, I'd like to comment on your
their
subcontract.
audio.
Don't comment right now because everybody is waiting in that room.
Okay.
So we'll come back to that and give you an
If
opportunity.
everyone could please mute yourself, VIP, and we're going to be resetting the room and starting the music. And Stephanie, you can go ahead and start letting folks in.
The doors are open, ladies and gentlemen. We're just right now waiting and allowing people in the room. So we'll be right with you. Make sure you grab your pen and paper and prepare to take copious notes.
You can stay right here. Hold on. This is only going to take a second.
As you enter the room, just remember, make sure you mute your lines out. Welcome, welcome. please check in as you're coming in into the chat. Let's make sure we can hear you and you can hear us. So your check-in lets us know you're live. Welcome, welcome. Make sure you check in the chat so we know you're live and in living color.
The niches when it comes to Excel shop affiliates. That's where you're going to find the most.
Make sure you're muted as you come in, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you're muted. Hello from South Carolina. Welcome. Please put your city and state so we know where you're joining us from.
Okay. They're getting worse and worse and worse.
Make sure we mute our lines, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Glenview, Illinois. Gig Harbor, welcome, welcome. Washington, D.C. All right. Are we ready? Are we ready for day 3 of the Win More Grants and Contracts Challenge? Woo! Hi, once again, for those of you who have been here already, who have never met me, and those of you who have never met me, I am Ty Renee Woods. I am the CEO of businessgrants.com, and I am your co-host today for day 3 of the Win More Grants and Contracts Challenge. I have been in the grants world for now almost 2 decades and have won millions of dollars in grants and contracts. But I'm not the one to profess to be the guru of contracts. The guru of contracts is my co-host, Dr. Stacy Lang. You guys, the goats go to her because she is the goat's goat. All right. Well, we're going to hear from her a little bit later. Make sure you are tapping into where you're calling in from. So if you are calling in from, I want to know if you're calling in from overseas. Are you calling in from California? Where are you guys calling in from? I want to see, well, who do you have in the room? All right. Who we got in the room? There we go. All right, we got Atlanta in the room. We got let's see,
Florida, Virginia, Illinois. Uh-oh. Make sure I'm just not like Washington, New York. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. North Carolina, Texas, Florida. Well, welcome from all across America. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. So I'm not going to keep you very long. How many of you, this is your first day on the challenge? So type 1 in the chat if this is your first day. Type 1 in the challenge if this is your first day. Okay. So a few of you, all right. Type 2 in the challenge if you've been to the challenge at least 2 out of the 3 days. You maybe came yesterday or maybe you came on Monday and you're here today. Type 2. And then type 3 in the challenge if you have trekked with us for all 3 days. Look at that, look at that, look at that, threes. Come on. Oh my God.
Amen. Let's go.
Yes. Oh, wow. All of those 3, there's more 3s than I can count. Give it up. Oh my gosh. That means we have been saying something that you guys want to hear. And it makes sense because I've been on webinars. I'm like, I don't understand a word they're saying. I'm out of here. And they never heard from me again. But that means that we are doing something to connect with you and to show you that we really know grants and contracts. This is so amazing. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. It's about 75% of the room, guys, that put 3s in the room. I mean, I can't count how many 3s we got here. So thank you so very much. And thank you. Oh, Star, you're amazing too. Thank you so much. I'm so humbled. I'm grateful. I really am. I'm so grateful that you've taken the last 3 days to spend with us and to hear about what it is that we're looking to help you with and to transform your business or organization. And so I'm not going to take up too much of your time tonight, all right? I am literally going to take like 20 minutes or less and share with you some of the things that I'm going to talk about. And we are going to, I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Lane, and we're going to close it out tonight and hopefully see you guys on Monday. So let's get this out of here. You guys see my screen, right? All right. So there's a couple of things I'm going to share with you all. I'm going to talk to you about the implementation bridge because at this point, I'm going to tell you what has happened. Okay, you don't have a knowledge problem, right? Because we have given you over the last 2 days enough knowledge to make your head explode. In the VIP section this morning or this evening, someone said, like, my head is still spinning with all of the information that you guys gave over the past 2 days. Yes, we gave a lot of information. And for some of you, you need to upgrade to VIP just to watch the videos to go back over what we talked about. And it's still not too late, by the way. But you don't have a knowledge problem. It's an execution problem. And I know me. I know my personality. I'm going to write the information down. I'm going to take notes. You guys don't even know. I'm about to show y'all something. This is one of my notebooks, y'all. I just found this notebook. This is one of my notebooks. And I was going through here. I was like, oh, looks like I started journaling.
You
Y'all.
sharing your screen. So if you're sharing a notebook, we can't see it. We can see
I
your
gotta show
presentation.
y'all this. I'm gonna now reshare the screen because this is ridiculous. I found these notes. Can y'all see the date? The date on this notes. 10/1/2022. I'm telling you, I'm just like y'all. I go to conferences, I take notes, and them notes, I just found this notebook. I just found it while I was cleaning up for something else. So it's going to happen. It's going to happen. What's going to happen is you all are going to take a bunch of notes, or you have been taking a bunch of notes, and those notes are never going to see the light of day. But that's okay, because I got a solution for you. I don't want you to be overwhelmed. But at the end of the day, 6 months from now, are you going to still be searching for grants, or will you be waiting on a funding decision? So here's the next steps. Now, if you just started your business, like you literally woke up yesterday and said, let me go to the Secretary of State and, and file my business. If that's you, this is not for you. The person I'm talking to is the majority of the threes and possibly the twos, and possibly the ones. But you established yourself a little bit. You have a small business or nonprofit. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's for profit or nonprofit. There are grants and contracts for both types. But you really do need some help. You need somebody to hold your hand. You're ready to scale for major funding. You're not trying to go after the $200 grants, right? You need a professional to help you cross the finish line. You have the vision, and we specialize in execution. That's a fact. So here's the paradigm shift, because you're going to get a bunch of information. You're going to keep getting a bunch of information. So the old way is the theory. We taught you the theories. You go on YouTube. You're going to watch a bunch of videos. You're going to save it, bookmark it. Hopefully you go back to it, but you're not. Let's be honest. You know yourself. I know you because I know me. I just showed you me. And I'm being honest. And so what I'm doing, what Dr. Lang and I created for next week, we're going to start next week on Monday, is a 3-day intensive. And what we're going to do in this intensive, I have never seen before. And I'm like, I was even asking, how are we going to pull this off? But we have the team to do it. We are going to take these grants that we found for y'all, and we're going to just go on a submission. You guys ever been to, I was telling Dr. Lang about this hackathon that I went to back in the day when I was in college. A hackathon, if you're in the app world, technology world, you know what a hackathon is. But we go in for like 24 hours, and sometimes it will be 3 days straight. Coffee, nothing but Red Bull. And we would just build. At that time, it was coding. And we just kept building until we would have an MVP, which is a minimally viable product, right? So I will focus on the idea. The idea is, okay, I want to have this completed by this time. And then I have somebody else, this is in the hackathon, I will have somebody else say, well, I will help you complete that by adding this to it. And they will probably be the coder or the designer. Well, I know what it's like for me to continuously go after information and not have any type of implementation. All right. So at the end, I am going to talk to you about the grants and contracts 3-day intensive. okay? Because we have to make sure that at the end of the day, we're going to implement some things, okay? So before we do that, I want to show you some grants, some live grants that I found using AI. Now, this is a different AI tool. A lot of you, maybe you're on ChatGPT. Great. I have this tool called Marbleism, and it's an AI employee. So when we go into next week to start applying for grants, we need to know what grants we're going to apply to before we go into the week so that we can just go in and start applying. We're going to apply for some as a group. And I want to make sure that you all know that there are tools out there and that you can actually identify some grants rather quickly without having to have, some of you, if you're in VIP, by the way, you already have my AI grant prompt book. So you can use my grant prompts and find and use them to search and find grants for your business or organization. But if you don't have that, it's okay, because guess what? In the school community, you can get these grants that I just posted today. Every Wednesday for the past year, I have been posting on Grants Wednesday. And the grants for today, because today is Wednesday, the grants for today was posted by Penny, my AI assistant. And Grants Wednesday, where are you? She's doing a lot of talking. Okay, I'm going to tell her to pull up the Grant Wednesday for, what's today's date? June 17th? 18th?
June 17th.
June 17th. Okay, thank you. Let's see if she's going to pull it up. Pull up the Grant Wednesday. I should say newsletter, but hopefully she knows what I'm talking about. Those of you who are already in my school community, you already have access to this. You're going to just go to the weekly grant alerts and see some of the grants that was posted today. But last week, we posted the Verizon Digital Ready. This is for profits. I'll just go straight to it. All right. So this is a relatively easy grant. You do have to take 2 classes, though. You do have to take 2 classes. Now, here's the thing. It's no guarantee that you're going to win the grant, even if you take the 2 classes. But it won't hurt. It won't hurt you to take the 2 classes, because it's really about you becoming more digital literate. That is what it's all about. And so you can register. You'll register here, and this is the website. You can go directly to it. I'm giving you this one for free because this is a really popular grant. You can probably find this on pretty much every grant website, but that one's pretty easy to apply to. And so let's see. She should have. All right. Oh, she pulled it up. Boom. Here's the grant list for today. Oop. So every week, she pulls up these grants for us. And this particular grant that we are looking at, this is the NEA. Any organizations in here, arts-based organizations? Any arts-based organizations? She's giving me the strategy of how to approach this funder. She called it the Big Kahuna Grant. Why? Because this grant goes up to $100,000. Now, we've won NEA funding before, but we only got $10,000, and that was a challenge grant. But this particular grant is for, it says, this is our priority for the computational thinking through hip hop pitch using our ear sketch partnership. It's a national level grant that cements our status as a leader in STEAM. So, I'm logged into, this is my organization, you all. So the reason why she gave me these grants is because I'm logged in over here as opportunity. I'm going to go over the business grants, and I have the same 6 AI employees. And guess who's employee of the month? Sonny, my social media manager. He has saved me 11 hours this month. Congratulate Sonny, my social media manager. It is amazing how I can literally have an entire team for only $40 a month. So, and I could definitely send y'all the link if you want to learn more about Marbleism. And by the way, I will be doing a free course. No, it's not free. I will be live next Tuesday at the Boxwood in Atlanta with Marbleism. And so I'm going to share this link with you guys. And if you want to meet with me at Boxwood, I'm in Atlanta. And you guys could meet with me. And you could also learn more about AI employees and how they can get some of this grant work done for you. All right, so I'm going back to my employees, and I'm going to show you one more thing because we're talking about saving you time. We're talking about saving you time. Once we find the grants for you, and we're going to knock out 6 to 10 grants next week together, and now we're going to do it in 3 days. We're going to do it in 3 days. Well, from 6 to 9 p.m., because I know some of you guys work full time. For 6 to 9 p.m., we're going after the money. And we're submitting those grants with you. So you're not going to have any excuse. You're going to be like, well, Ty, I got an analysis paralysis, and all I did was continue searching for grants. Nope. We're going to have all the grants searched for. By Monday, you're going to know which grants we're going after. And we're going to start going after those grants. Okay? So now, when I go to Penny and I pull up some of the grants that is in the Grant Wednesday newsletter today, is going to show you some grants for profit and for nonprofit. Here we go. June 17th. It's already published. We publish it every morning at 6 a.m. And the grants are, I'm going to show you one or two. Well, we talked about Verizon. Next grant, you could take a look at this. You could screenshot it if you want to. And listen, I'm going to even tell you a winning tip. This is what my AI employee does. She finds the grants, Penny. She tells me what the opportunity is about because I need to know why they even have this grant in existence. And then she's going to tell me how to go after it. So focus your pitch narrative heavily on connectivity. So if you apply for the AT&T Small Business Contest, it's a $50,000 grand prize. The deadline is coming soon. AT&T wants to know how their core product, whether it's high-speed connectivity, has fundamentally transformed your business operations, okay? So did it allow you to reach a new customer target market? Did it enable a remote team that saved your business? Make sure that you interconnect the technology with the success of your story. So you see how I'm breaking that down? Because I could have sent you this grant. I'm going to send you 1,000. I could send you a list of 1,000 grants right now. But it will not matter if you do not know how to approach these funders. What we're going to do with you is show you how to approach each funder. You cannot copy and paste every single proposal and just throw it in there and hit submit. That's why your grant is not being approved. It will never get approved until you learn the art of the deal, the art of the grant. The art of it. There's an art and a science. So next week, while we're going through these grant applications, we're going to be telling you what the winning tip is for this grant. For the most part, the grants that we're going to go after next week is grants that I've won, like Walmart. Hello. I'm getting another check, by the way, on July 25th. They already committed. And I got off the call today from another grantor. They want to fund you. They want to fund your youth initiatives. They want to fund your education initiatives. But you have to communicate to them in terms and words and verbiage that they understand. And you cannot deny that there is a human component to this. There are people on the other end of that grant that are reading it, who can connect with you on so many different levels. There's a single mom over there. Are you a single mom? Are you a youth who was, you were a disenfranchised youth, and they were too. Like, how can you connect? I be stalking folks. I be on LinkedIn. I be trying to look up their background. I need to find one connector, one connection that I can authentically connect with them on, so that it's not, because I don't want to seem like I'm fake. So I will find that one connection that I can genuinely connect with them on. And that is, my friends, how you will have a higher win rate, win percentage, and it's not guessing. It's not guessing. Okay? So I have to stop right there. I was able to show you how I use AI to not just find my grants, how I use my whole AI team to help with my operations for my nonprofit. Now it's time for you to hear about contracts, government contracts. We heard a little bit yesterday, but you guys did not hear the rest. You need to hear what Dr. Lang has to say. So what I am about to do right now is introduce to you the GOAT of the GOATs, the $1 billion grant and contract winner. I mean, awarded, verified on USAspend.gov. When I tell you, you are in the place to be, give it up for Dr. Stacy Lang.
Ooh, thank you so much, Ty. Ty, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Let me hold you there for just a moment. There we go. All right. Are you still there, Ty? I want to make sure you're there with me. Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm here.
I know she delivered. When they say you've been served, Ty has served. She is one of the people that when you have somebody, she got so much. She got 2 decades, really a little more than 2 decades. She's so modest. But when you're sitting here on 20 plus years of serving people, because nonprofits and grant is a service industry, but she don't just serve. Ty's a businesswoman. When I call her the mogul, you hear me? So when you choose someone, people say, oh, Dr. Lang, you good at this and you good at that. If you see somebody on the side of me, know that they better at something than I am. You never want to be the sharpest tool in your block, in your box. You must have other sharp tools. And what you're looking at right now is collaboration. And collaboration is the new currency. You got to go all in and really be selective. You heard her say she connect with individuals. Ty just gave you her blueprint. She opened up her hopper. She pulls the curtain back. She is not the wizard. She lets you know what she has. She show you how to get there, and she really want people to win. She is not just the president. She is also a member because she is a product winner. So she's a product of her product. I am a product of my product. So when you have documentation that beats conversation, that's what you have right here. So I'm super excited to be working with you, Ty. And I thank you so much for pouring into our audience tonight. And I just wanted to give you your flowers right now together while we was on here together. Thank you so much. Do I give Ty some hearts, some love? Let her know that you heard her. Let her know it wasn't in vain. That's what I'm talking about, because that's what's happening here. We got to know we talking to somebody in this room. So as we shift to the next level, I'm going to get my film. Let me get my, I think I'm doing better tonight, you all. You know, last night I had to call help, but you only get one time for me to have to go through the process before I get it right. There, can you all see my screen? I don't want to hold you at all. I want to get right to it. But before I do we have Ty, help me with this, or team, help me with this? I like to give you all a couple of testimonials, if that's okay. If it's okay, throw some stars and some hearts up. I want you to meet some of our clients. Do we have Miss Kimberly Davis? Miss Kimberly Davis, are you in the room?
I am. I'm alive.
Okay, we got your voice. Give us a 30-second testimonial about your experience with working with us.
You got it. I'm very grateful. I want to start off to Dr. Lang and the crew, everyone, and the whole team for helping me through the process of getting my business incorporated. That was very important for me, very special for me, and life-changing. And it began as a simple dream, but it became a reality with guidance, so much guidance and so much faith, and a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication every day. And I'm thankful for the opportunity to serve others as the CEO of Star Child Marizzle Spices, LLC, and to continue sharing my passion for wellness and natural healing, very natural healing. And thank you to everyone that's here in the room tonight, and also to anyone who has supported me as well along the journey to encourage me. I'm so thankful. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Absolutely. We appreciate you. One of the things I wanted you to hear is from the beginning, because some people say, I don't have it together. I don't have my numbers. I just got incorporated. I'm not even incorporated. I've been a sole proprietor. A lot of people have that type of issue, but I want you to know that we got a space for you over here. You could be at the rock bottom, very beginning, and you're not very sure about how to get to the next level. They only work with certain level people. She's done $1 billion. Actually, you know, we well over $5 billion in funding. And you can look it up. Documentation, as I said, beat conversation. That's real. So when you know that you're dealing with billionaires, as we just bought billionaires on a call, and it's not to impress you, but to impress upon you the importance that it's just another zero. It's just another number. So you just decide how many zeros you want behind your number. You know, you got to have at least a baseline of six figures. So get you 100K. If you don't know your number right now, you got to have at least 100K on the goal. You got to have at least 100K. So if you don't have a number yet, some of us got 100 million, but I'm talking to the ones that say, I'm in the beginning. Can I get 100K? So put that down if you don't have your number. So if I get to talk to you and I say, what's your number? Give me at least 100K off top, because you got to be able to ask. You got to be able to know. You got to be able to identify what you want to get what you want. And if you can't identify it, you can't even properly ask for it. So that's where you say I'm a base level. But I've been at this a long time. And I tell you, I've been in this for over 25 years. I see Miss Hardeman. Marquita, are you in the line? If you can unmute. Give her a minute, everybody. Give me a second. She trying you. I know she got a Zoom. Let me hit that unmute. Team, are we stopping the unmute? There she goes. She's trying right here.
No, she can get on.
X to unmute. You're trying to talk, but you got to hit your unmute button.
Good
There we go.
evening. Good
We can hear
evening.
you loud and clear.
Yes, awesome. It's an honor to be at this platform and to share my testimony. I'm from a small agency, which is Midwest Psychological Center, located in Indianapolis, Indiana. And Dr. Lang has helped us so much with different grants. We serve families and individuals in the community, and she has assisted us with obtaining contracts with the Department of Justice. We also have very good long-term relationship with the Department of Child Protection Services. We actually had that contract. We've been holding that contract for over 15 to 18 years, where we actually serve families in the community that's involved with CPS, children that's in foster care. And we also have obtained veteran homes, and we do a lot, and we're just so grateful that she has been able to just continue to assist us, and we have developed such a good relationship over the years. And anytime we get in a crunch and need some assistance, we reach out to her, and she gets with us, and we get right on it, and she helps us get through all the burials that's set up and in the way. So also she has been able to assist us with getting through the audits and training us and coming out and traveling and to meet with us and come in and do one-on-one trainings with our staff, just to get them up and understanding the process and the different contracts. So again, Dr. Lang, we take the hat off to you, and we appreciate you so much. And if you guys work with her, I guarantee you she'll get you what you need.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let me tell you something. When I'm partnering with somebody like a Ty Woods, and you got somebody that has a social enterprise with a for-profit and a nonprofit. Now, we do intensive VIP days, and we come out to your location and your site. Now, that's a different program. That's not the one we're about to offer you. But we do provide those services, and we have all type of systems, because sometimes reaching out is not good enough online. Sometimes we have to show up. Sometimes you need somebody to go into DOJ on your behalf. Sometimes you need somebody to pick the phone up and make the call for you. Sometimes you need someone to represent your business and put your name tag on and your company. I got a lot of company names, okay? I got a lot of names. I got all type of jerseys and polos, because I show up at all the agencies' meetings to represent the companies that I represent. I got to show up for you. And because our team is writing your project and we're writing a proposal, who know it better? I mean, you know what you do, but we know what we wrote, how we wrote what you do. Does that make sense? So that's one of the reasons why I wanted you to hear. We got short term and long term, but you know, I operate in short term, midterm, long term. So we also have one more. Can I give you our one more? Can I get some stars if I could give you one more testimonial? Will you allow that? Show me some stars, some hearts, thumbs up. Thank you for that. I have Miss Cheryl Johnson. Are you on the line? Team, we might need to unmute Miss Johnson.
I think I'm unmuted.
There you are. Yes, you are. Let me see. It's my phone I'm trying to get to. Are you on camera?
I am not. I can probably get that way.
You don't have to be. You don't have to be. Your voice is good if you can. Talk to us and tell us your testimonial. Let me tell you all something. I don't prompt people and tell them, say this or say that. So I don't know what exactly Cheryl is about to say, but she's my midterm client. So Cheryl, what do you have to share with our audience today?
Well, I am definitely going to wing it. I am very, very grateful that God has brought our paths together. It has been such a blessing and an honor in many, many ways. Dr. Lang, you've helped me get the nonprofit formed and S Corp formed, and I'm working on the LLCs that go under that. And I'm just so grateful that for the opportunity to learn how and work side by side with you to lay all the stones for the foundation so it's solid. And just want to thank you for that.
Incredible. Cheryl, thank you so much for sharing that. Again, ladies and gentlemen, we talk about capital stack. You got to know how to lay the bricks. Ty just told you this is where you get grants from. We talking about contracts. You got to be positioned properly. So when you hear us say, oh, you know what, it's some more money for that over here in the nonprofit world, we don't just talk about it because we hear, we do the nonprofits and we set them up. The S Corps, the LLCs, your trust. We got all of those systems set up because you got to own nothing but control everything. And somebody understand what I'm saying. So we like to help people be positioned to win. And that's what we're doing. So let me hop over here and give you my presentation. But I wanted you to hear from some of these phenomenal people. Let me tell you, Cheryl she owns multiple properties. She's partnered with her daughters. She is changing the world. She is creating a path for generational wealth, but not just herself and the people she's serving today. But remember, if you were here yesterday, many of you have been here for 3 days. So she's serving her children's children. Her grandchildren's children will live under the trees that she's planting today. And that's the opportunity that we have before us today. Now, I like to stick in the timeline. So I'm going to jump in here and I'm going to do this slideshow and I'm going to give you our offer at the end. But, my slides are rich and they have really good content and data. So get your phones ready and prepare to take copious notes. You may have some questions. If you were in VIP, you had those questions you brought in. If you're going to be in this offer, if not, this information that I'm going to give you is good regardless. We're here to serve at this point. Today is day 3, our closeout, okay? So everything you learn means nothing until you do this. For 2 days, you've seen the map. Today, we handed you the vehicle, the fuel, and the keys. You got it. Ty literally gave you her resources. She is no gatekeeping over here. 72 hours ago, you didn't know what was possible. Many of you didn't. You kind of, sort of, but you really didn't know. So before, I don't have the right connections. Many of you all thought that. But then you learn that the government legally must spend. And if you got a SAM.gov registration number, that's the only connection that you need. They got to spend the money. So that's the only connection you need, not the only thing you got to do. Keep that in mind. The government contracts are too competitive. I mean, I hear about them, but they're like a unicorn. But now you discovered about micro purchases. No bid, no competition, a direct phone call to get the check with your name on it. How much are they spending? 7.1 trillion. We're in the 4th quarter. This is what we call the gold rush. Grants are the only for nonprofits or well-connected people who got decades of experience and all type of financials. But today you learn, and over this challenge you learn, that grants are also for for-profit businesses too. And there is repeatable processes to submit 10 to 12 grants and government contracts. If that's something you want to do, can I see it in the chat? If it's you, let me see some ones in the chat. I'm so serious. If we could show you a way, and the next week, you got a week, but we really going to be with you for 3 days. In 3 days, if we could show you how to put 12 contracts in, would you want to know about it? I just want to know if you want to know about it. Can I see some ones in the chat? Y'all know I like to interact. So funding is a one-time, it's a lucky break. Ty got some and a few people got some, but it's a lucky break. But what you just saw was a 5-pillar empire. I showed you grants can buy the building. VIP, I gave you a little more on the blueprint on the programs available. I hope you got that out of the VIP. And contracts pay the bills. I mean, it's a business. It's a business. Money is all good. It is not evil. Money is all good. It is not evil. It's the person is managing the money that make it evil, okay? I just heard Ty say that. The asset compounds. We want to show you how to compound your assets. Now, it's not an information problem anymore. What we're standing in front of is execution. And it doesn't have to be a problem. So people right now, when I told you about those micro contracts, and if it's not your mission, is not your words, here's the wrong words. We clean buildings. Copy this slide, you all. I know you saw, I gave you the key. I did this on purpose for some of us in here. We clean buildings. No, because people asked about it. We provide janitorial and facilities maintenance services in accordance with the performance of the scope of work. Here's a Nexus code for it. For those, I put it, we making it plain. Write division, make it what? Plain. We help kids do better in school. I saw a lot of program developers in here. Well, what you do is we deliver evidence-based academic support that produces measurable, you heard Ty talking about it, must be measurable, reportable gains in a student outcome. At the beginning of the year, they had all C's and D's. At the end of the year, they had all C's and B's. We're not looking for perfection. We're looking for implementation. Measurable student outcomes. We just need some money to grow our business. Look, Dr. Lane, you're talking good, but we just need some money over here. Well, I'm going to say change that verbiage to requested funds will be obligated to deliver a defined scope, producing quantifiable outcomes within the period of performance. Not whenever I feel like it, within the period of performance. Does that make sense? Yes, yes. Can I get some yeses over there? I need some stars. I need some motivation. So the fourth quarter gold rush, that's what we're talking about. The fourth quarter gold rush is open right now. What do you mean the fourth quarter gold rush? We're in the fourth quarter. If anybody right now think that they're in the second quarter, not knowing that July, August, and September is the fourth quarter for the government gold rush. This is the single best quarter in a decade right now here in 2026 to get funded. So whatever you talked about, I never got funded, it never happened to me, woe is me, whatever you are talking about. Agencies must obligate their remaining budget before the fiscal year ends. When does it end, team? When does it end? In 105 days. Right now, 40% of all yearly contracts are awarded in when? Q4. Are you in Q4? Yes. Are you ramping up and being prepared? Yes. Why? Because it's $400 billion, and guess what? There is no Q5. The money is on the table, and on September 30th, it does not roll over. You're going to hear, and I guarantee you, mark my words, it's a government shutdown. They just resetting the deck and saying who not getting money because they didn't spend it because you didn't ask for it. Introducing the grants and contracts intensive. You heard Ty talk about it a little bit. It's a done with you, not a done for you. It's a done with you. Why? Because when we leave you, we need you to understand and comprehend all the words that came out of our mouth over the last 72 hours, how you too can continue in this path. Okay, if we're going to walk beside you while you submit real applications for real money. I said 10 to 12. If we could get you 10 to 12 submissions, how many do you think it will really be worth it? We're not talking about something we're just doing. You see people, we're going 20 and 30 years back in this. We didn't just start this. Some people want to get on the GSA schedule. So you want to be in one of our elite programs where we take you to another level. But right now, we just want to let you get in. Get in on these micro grants and micro loans. Get in on a kahuna, that $100,000. Get you some money for your program so you can deliver the services. We build it with you with our live services. I mean, we tied in and locked in at the hips, okay? We open the doors for you with a customized. We don't give any cookie cutters because everybody who's going to be in this intensive, your business is very different, okay? And these 3 days is deliberate because we need to have all your paperwork right and your documents submitted, and we're going to help you do that. And we stay in the room together. We get to really, it is VIP on steroids, okay? So we want to turn your vision into funding. And as I said, I saw the one. Some people say, I want to get 10 to 12 grants and contracts. I mean, like, how hard is it? Once it's in, what you think? Everybody can just go overlook you? And then you say, well, I thought about it. If you failed one time, it's like trying to walk, a baby trying to walk and they fail. What if you never get back up? I failed. Get up. And that's what this is. We're going to ignite your day, your life. It's time to get up. Grants and contracts through a customized step-by-step process built around your goals. I do not like to be, and never did, in programs, even as a student or a professor. I've been in both roles as a grant submitter and a grant reviewer. I've been on both sides of the table, married and divorced. I've been on both sides of the table. Okay, working out and not working out. So when you've been in both sides of the table, you got to know I've been rich and I've been not rich. So you got to know, which one do you really like most? I like to be able to move the way I like to move. I figure, broke and money is not the root of all evil, and it's not everything. It's not. Money is not everything. It is not. Write that down. Dr. Lang said money is not everything, but it's right up there next to oxygen. And broke and money can't buy you happiness and all that kind of stuff. I
That's
really
right.
would like
Amen.
everybody in here to find out. I want you to get you some of that money and see, because I'm gonna tell you one thing: broke can't buy you nothing. And I said it like that in my Ebonics terms. I'm just like Michelle Obama, a girl from the South Side of Chicago. Okay, so we give you live workshops. You're gonna have your workbook and work, all the word work. I could say masterclass and all that kind of stuff, but I'm not, because most people leave a challenge with notes. They leave here. You're going to have application in the government's inbox, and that's what you're here for. So here's what that package looks like. You heard us talk about it, but it all adds up. Here's the price. You're getting these 3 days of live training. That's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday of next week, done with you. We're going to help you submit 10 to 12 grants, grant submission, and contracts. So you'll end up with about 5 to 6 of each. Live hand in hand workshops, the executive workbook, the template, the libraries, all of that, because I like tools and resources. And Ty is the master at infrastructure and blueprint. So you better know she's going to give you a bunch of stuff. Oh, Ty, she loves to get you, make sure you got it. So you can't say you didn't know. We do live Q&A, like we dig down with you. It's like the master study group, the ultimate study group, okay? And then federal contracting roadmap. I'm in and I submitted mine. I want to get these IDIQs for those of you who sent the message on those. I really want to get what micros you're going to be submitting up here. And then I want to make sure my paperwork, all of that's going to happen. Those are values there. You're getting about $21,000 worth of stuff, $21,750 to be exact. We do not hand you tasks and say, go do this. We actually sit with you and do it with you. We do the bonuses with you. This bonus stuff, that's in addition to building your capability statement. Remember I said, don't try to go and chat GTP a capability statement and you mess around with the wrong Nexus code. I love chat's disclaimer that, we make mistakes. Well, everybody do, but not when you're an expert at it. This is what we live, drink, and sleep this. We hand you the Q4 target list and the scripts. So some people are intimidated by that USA spin, but we're able to give you the scripts there. We map your certification out, because you heard some people that is women-owned small business, 8A, you heard about them, and the power of these certifications still exists. And expediting your blueprint on SAM.gov, because this is like, let's go. It's intensive. It's just not VIP. When we say 5B is documented in public and private partnership. You know what public means? That means grants. You know what private means? That means not only do we have donors and foundation and things like that, fundraisers, And we have another corporate guild that we do on the private partnerships. So over 5B, you know, when we talking about grants, when I tell you the master of grants in her domain, she got all type of programs and apps that everybody want to be a part of. If you did, her app is free. Go on there and get in and play with it. Just at least tell somebody about it. Go on there and fill her app up. Ty has an app and she shared it with you all yesterday. Go to her website, click that app and sign up and play with it. It's not going to get you what you want, but it's going to get you some everything, because everybody don't understand everything. But at least you could get in and say, wow, look at this, and get an understanding. And then when you go through this intensive, then you're like, okay, I got this. So together, myself and Ty Woods will sit behind you and on the side of you and in your face and saying, no, delete that. Let's put this, take you over here. What's your number? We got to know your number so we can get you there. Now, I'm all about the proof and the people. Let's see if I can get this one to open. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, we can.
Thank you.
Was this supposed to be a video or they just reading it?
Incredible. Let me come back over here. Yes, that's a video. Let me come back. Give me 1 second, team.
Yeah, it didn't play on this end.
Okay, we'll make sure that you get it. That is a VIP when they say, yes, I'm good. Thank you so much. My tech team came down. It must not have played for you all either, but yes, it was a video over here. I hope you all heard it. That's one move that happened. And it's so important because when you're going to get on a GSA schedule, you can look it up right now. Sometimes it takes people 2, 3, and 4 years to get on that GSA schedule. But to be able to identify it, and we got multiple people on that schedule right now, and they have collapsed some of the time frames, and that's what we want to do. This is about collapsing time frames, taking decades and turning them into years, and taking years and turning them into days. Everything that we're talking about is documented. So what are we looking at? We're looking at a 27,000 value that you have the opportunity to work with us for $19.97 for 3 days. And some people on here like, I can't believe it. I can't either, but I know it's necessary. Why? Because I know we are in the gold rush. We are in the gold rush right now. And this is the opportunity. We need some testimonials. I need some of you all that's serious about getting funding, that really want to do the math. Do the math like an investor. A single micro purchase contract that tops out at 10K. One grant can be 25 to 100K or more. Your entire investment today is returned to you on your first award, but they're not guaranteed, Dr. Lane. What if I don't get it? They're not guaranteed. Are you kidding me? I just said we're doing 10 to 12. They're not guaranteed. But what are your probability and what are your odds? As they said on Crouching, one of the may the odds be in your favor. I'm gonna tell you, may the funds forever be in your favor. And everything after that is profit. This is the only line item on your budget that is designed to pay you back. This one. So what's our promise? You show up, you do the work with us, you will be a player in this fourth quarter gold rush, period. The only way you lose is if you do nothing. We do it with you. You keep everything. You keep the workbook, the templates, the script, the roadmap. You rinse and repeat as many times as you want. You can come back and be in our elite program. You may want to get on the GSA schedule. Very important to do that. We'll talk about that at the elite class. And the timing is now. I'm so super excited. This is the fourth quarter. And keep in mind, I'm not just the CEO of United Federal Contractors. I'm also a recipient of federal funds and contracts. Dr. Lang, I'm ready. I was ready when Miss Tyrone Woods was over there saying, let's go. I was ready on the second day. I was ready on day one. That makes you a number one. But those are our number ones that are in the room. I'm going to ask you to go to the chat right now and click the link. You'll see the link being dropped in the chat right now, and it's 1997. Now, somebody is saying, Dr. Lang, I want to be in so bad I could taste it. Everything, all my life I had to fight. You want to be in. We understand. Guess what we have for you? We have our finance department right now. But let me tell you, we like Jerry kids. We talking right now. If you having a financial situation, text that number on the screen, 863-308-6396. I'm saying it out loud because some people can hear and they can't see. So if you having a financial woe, you really need to be in here, because if 1997 is keeping you away from one contract that could possibly do $10,000 a month, Dr. Lang, no, a week. And if it's keeping you away from that, you need to text that number right now. You need to see what, let me see what can happen. But you know it's only limited space. Let me just tell you all, we cannot, because it's intensive. So if you want to say, give me the link, go click it. Get yourself registered. Get your credit cards out. Whatever you got to do, you should go do it. It got the Afterpay and all of that. Whatever you need, that's for you. Because once it's full, it's done, it's done. TikTok, that game will be locked. Okay? We're going to take a 5-minute break. For those of you who get ready and you registered, we're going to take a break and we're going to invite you back, because we want to get some things taken care of for you tonight, right away. Those are the people who are ready to move. So those people that are clicking, some people already clicked, welcome, 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 new members, welcome, welcome, welcome. But the people who win government money are not the smartest people in the room. They're just the ones who registered to be one of them. You understand what I'm saying? So
okay, so once you are done, you want to type done in the chat so that we can celebrate you. We want to celebrate you and welcome you to our team. This is like, we're going to be like a little family within a family till next week. We're going to spend a whole lot of time together, and we probably going to get on your nerves and you're going to get on our nerves. That's how much time we're going to spend together next week. It is from 6 to 9 p.m. And here's the thing. We're going to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting, but you're going to have to be present. Okay? You're going to have to be present. Now, if you have some things that you have to get done, there is another one, but we really want you guys to be at this one. If you're not going to be in town, I would rather you be at this, but I get it. It's summertime. Someone talked to me earlier and said, Ty, I'm going to be out of the country, but the next one, I will be there. And they're going to put
keep in mind, Ty, it's a work from anywhere, so they don't have to be in town.
Yeah, you don't have to
be on the moon,
home,
literally. You just need to have Wi-Fi. So we want to close with, there's 2 people that leave this room tonight. One is going to say, I wrote down everything. I got all the notes. I'm so good. I've always been a good note taker. That person is going to be here. And from a year from now,
don't be like me.
They're going to be at the same place that they are tonight. And then there's the other people that says, yes, let's get in a room. They submit their first application this week while Q4 money is still on the table. You already have
we got done in the chat. Brandon Jacob.
Woo! Welcome.
Brandon, because you are Steve Green. Done. Woo-hoo! Okay, who was first? Brandon or Steve? Because this both said 9/11. I wanted to give a treat to the person who was first, and y'all came in at the same time.
I think you got to do 2.
Oh, okay. Prizes. 2 prizes go to Mr. Brandon Jacob and Mr. Stephen Green. Wait, Steven. All right. Thank you so much. Oh, they are action takers. That's what I'm talking about. Action
And keep in mind, make sure you
takers.
text.
Okay, we only have a few more spots now. We can't let all 75 of y'all in the program. So what I'm saying is you better move. Now, I'm going to show you how you can select in the checkout. I'm going to show you how to select a different option to be able to pay over time. You paying it, but you paying it over time. Okay? So just let me show you my screen real quick. And I'm going to show you really quick how you can actually join today for as little as like $250. Okay? So I'm going to show you now. We're going to go over to the link that's posted in the chat. Please post the link in the chat again. And the link is here. Right here. Here we go.
I just posted it.
Okay, you got the link in the chat there. All right. Now you're going to click secure my seat. Ooh. Get this thing out of my way. Okay. Secure my seat. All right. Enroll now. So I'm going to put my name. My office number. All right. And then when you get to the next screen, this is why some people can't find it. All right. It's still loading, still loading. Loading, loading, loading. All right. So there's this is why people can't find it. Because, let me take this link off. It's right here where this little arrow is. You're going to click the drop arrow and you're going to click Klarna, or for some people, that's Afterpay. Afterpay or Klarna. Afterpay or Klarna. I mean, you have Cash App, then Cash App Pay will work, but I don't have Cash App, so that's not going to work. So I selected Klarna because they seem to have better rates. And this allows you to stretch it out over 3, 6, or 12 months. So I'm going to put my phone number in here. Give me a code. And look at this. It's going to, well, let's see. Just a moment. Finding the best way to pay. Hang in there. Hang tight. And boom. I could break it up. 3 payments. And it's only going to charge me $91 for it. So if I don't have the full amount today, but I know I'm going to have it in 3 payments from now, then or 3 payments, it could be monthly or bi-weekly. I believe it's bi-weekly. So I can go all the way down to where I'm doing 12 payments. Now it's monthly. I'm sorry, it's monthly. So yeah, I will pay $178 a month, but I am going to pay more interest because it's going over a longer period of time. So you have to decide which one works best for you. For me, I would probably choose the one with the least interest because I'm like, okay, I think I could do $500 a month, $536 a month for 3 months or 4 months. But you got to start out with a payment. You start out with a payment. That's your good faith. All right. So this one you start out with $549. This one you start out with $6. But this one you start out with only $262. So now you get to see, oh wow, actually I think I can do this and not break the bank. You see? So I'm going to close this out because I'm not going to move forward with that. But I wanted to show you in real time how you can actually apply for it's financing, but it's still you're paying it. You're not getting a credit card. It's not a loan. You're just literally getting more time, and you're paying it with whatever cash or bank account you set up with them. Most likely, it's going to be your debit card. Okay, now you'll be paying them every 2 weeks or every month. You'll be paying them. You won't worry about paying us. You will have your stuff in 3 days. We'll be done, and you still be paying them. You're not paying us, okay? All right. Any questions about that?
Welcome, Nita. Welcome, Nita, on the VIP page. She just signed up. Welcome. Woohoo! Can you see her, Ty? You muted. You're muted, Ty. I know you're trying to welcome everybody in the room.
Okay.
Play some heart.
Give it up for Nita, everybody. Woo, woo. Woo, woo.
Thank
you.
And by the way, even if you check out with that Klarna or Afterpay or one of those payment processors, it's going to give you a confirmation code, and we'll get the notification that you are paid in full. So that, don't worry about that. You will still get acknowledged tonight if you go that route. Okay. All right. So I am super excited about. Let's see who. Okay. Let's see. Who else we got here?
If there's any questions, make sure that you dial the number that we've given you that was on the screen. Make sure we put that in the chat, team. So if you have any financial questions outside of what Ms. Ty just gave, make sure that you dial those numbers. But other than that, for those of you who are getting in and getting ready for the intensive, thank you. If you haven't, I hope we've served you. I hope the information that you received has been very helpful to help you on your journey. If we don't get to have you now, Ty, how can they become a member into the community and make sure that they stay involved with the information?
Yeah, so you're gonna go if you say, Miss Ty, I really want to be in the intensive, but I just know I can't do that right now. That's, you know what, you got to know you got to know. But I do want you to at least go to the school community, and in our school community, you'll get every week you'll get live coaching from myself on Thursdays at noon. Then you'll get the weekly grant list that's posted on Wednesdays. Okay. And then you'll get access to VIP when we're going to have these events like this. You'll get a chance to get in early so that if we get sold out, you already have your ticket. Okay. So please join our school community. I don't want you to leave without joining the school community. At the very least, join the school community, okay? The link is in the chat, school.com/business grant. And by the way, school is SKOOL. SKOOL. And I'm just waiting for more people to say done in the chat. I'm pretty sure you're probably moving a little slow, and it's probably internet probably moving slow, and you're like, man, I'm trying to get everything put in, and I want them to acknowledge me too. Don't worry. Yeah, it's called School, SKOOL. SKOOL. And when you go in there, it's like an online school.
I just want to welcome everybody. I'm super excited to work with everyone. Let's get your paperwork right. Make sure that you have us on your emails so that you don't miss any of our emails. You'll be getting a personal call from myself or Ty, setting up a one-on-one, getting you ready for Monday. Any other closing remarks, Ty?
Is there anyone in the chat? So we still have a good 35, 40 people on the call. Is there anyone still in the call who's like, I need some assistance with the signing out of, checkout, the checking this out? You still need assistance with checking out? If you need assistance with the checkout, just type 1 in the chat. Just type 1 in the chat.
Miss Erica say, I'm a school member here. It's a wealth of knowledge. She gives a lot of free game. Thank you, Miss Erica, for that shout out. You know, sometimes people know that people do good work and they be afraid to tell people like edification is going to take something away from you. It's so good to be able to say that you had a good experience. Yeah. It's so good to be able to say that. So look for that. Be willing to share. Yeah. Share, tell, and make aware.
Yep. And I want you all to know that we're going to have another intensive. So don't feel bad. Don't be like, man, I really want to be a part of this intensive, but don't feel bad. We're going to have another one in like less than 2 months. Okay.
I think you should feel bad though. I got to disagree with Ty. Feel bad.
Yeah, because it's not going to be 1997. That's
an
the only
opportunity thing. Has a wife, Ty. We got to say that opportunity has a wife. And her name is Miss Opportunity. It's not going to be 1990. Matter of fact, I sent this over to my dear friend Blake Nathan, the nonprofit guy, and he told me that if people don't sign up for that, he gonna sign up for it. He was like, "This is ridiculous, Ty. Why are you doing it for so low?" I was like, "Well, we just it's fourth quarter.
We get a fourth.
Like Jack in the Paint, baby. We ready to score. Get some scores on the board.
5K program. We know it. He was like, Ty, I would easily pay 5K for you to do this for me. I mean, easily. He was like, easily. I said, okay. Now, you going to pay that right now? So my job is right now, what we're doing, we were trying to get you guys through the fourth quarter gold rush and to get you guys in it so you can try to win it, right? Because we can't guarantee that you're going to win. But I mean, goodness gracious, with all those grant and contract applications submitted, if you don't win, we're going to just keep going in the next cycle. Okay? You're going to just keep going. So rinse and repeat. Okay? But here's the thing. Everybody who I shared this with said that this was extremely we were like shooting ourselves in the foot because of all the experience and knowledge that we have. And so we cannot offer it at this price again the next time. We just can't. So I'm going to, if you're looking at your pocketbook and you like, I don't have it right now, I want you to step out and at least do the payments with Klarna or something, but come on and sign up for the 1997 because I cannot, in good conscience, do this at this price for what you guys are going to be getting. Again, we can't do it. And everybody who I sent this to even told me that it was way too low. It was way too low. And I said, we're trying to help.
But it's fair and it's a blessing.
Trying to help the people. We really are trying to help the people. But at the end of the day, this is still a business, and the business has to operate off of the value that you are actually getting. You are getting a steal of a deal. So I just wanted to share that with you, the conversation that I had. I could show you all the text messages. He couldn't believe it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. All right,
okay,
team.
So
are you ready?
You're going to be on a cruise? Yeah. So, Erica, I understand. You're going to be on a cruise. I don't want you working on no cruise, and because I wouldn't be working on a cruise. And someone who I spoke to last night was like, Ty, I already know I want to sign up, but I'm going to be in Italy next week, and we're going to be on 2 different time zones, and I don't want to. I need to be all present on my vacation with my husband. I said, I understand. So with the next one, if you want to, can we, Dr. Lane, can we let them make a deposit to lock in this rate?
They can lock in this rate with the deposit, absolutely. But they need to text that number that we put on the screen so that they can talk to the finance.
Erica, can you text that number? Because I really think you need to be in it. And for the next one, And then who else said? Let's see. Look. I'm working on things. Okay, I got you, Kels. All right. I saw another comment about.
They can just call finance department. If we put that number, make sure everybody has the finance department.
Yeah. Put Stephanie, can you put the number in the chat one more time? Or Jovita or someone, can you put the number in the chat one more time? Erica, I need you to text her. And it was somebody else. Comments, let's see. Because there's some people like you already know you're supposed to be in this program. And if you can't make it next week, I get it. You got plans, scheduled things you already have to do. I get it. Which is why I want to make sure that at least you can get it at this rate, and we will honor that rate. But I'm telling you, the next round is not going to be this rate. It can't be. It will.
There we go. Make sure you screenshot that, everybody.
Okay, in the chat, 863-308-6396.
Very good.
863-308-6396. And send a text real quick. Okay, got it. Okay, good.
It's been a pleasure, Ty. It's always a pleasure to share the stage with you. I look forward to our next round. And on Monday, I got my boots already laid out and ready to lace up.
All right, we got boots on the ground. Now, here's the thing, guys. If you pay by Sunday, you still in. You can still get in. All right? If you pay by Sunday, you can still get in. But I just want you to know that you cannot get in after that. All right? So you might have to go and speak to your husband or whatever you need to do. Make sure you got the link. Stephanie, put the link in the chat one more time so that they can copy it and put it in a different browser so that it's in their browser. That's right, Marquita. Boots on the ground. We will. Boots on the ground. Boots on the ground. God said, did God say yes, you can join the program? Let's start. I would love to work with you. All right, there's the link. So what you're gonna do is copy that link, because that link has that current price. Because we're gonna change it and it'll be a different link for the price, a different price, a higher price.
Now, for those of you who are in the 90-day intensive, this is for you also, because you'll be moving over to this program to accelerate your process as well. So I'm getting a couple texts from them.
Yet.
So you'll get an email that you can merge over here. So yeah, that's where you'll be anyway. So let's tie up, and somebody will follow up with you. Ty, what, within the next 24 hours?
Yes. They're going to first receive an email, then they're going to receive a phone call tomorrow.
All right, everybody. It's been a plum-pleasing pleasure to serve. We look forward to seeing you at the top and not from the top. My name is Dr. Stacy Lang, CEO of United Federal Contractors, co-facilitator with none other than the magnificent Ty Renee Woods. We're closing out. Ms. Woods, final remark?
No, I just want to say thank you all for locking in. Many of you have been with us for the last 3 days, and I just want to say thank you. I am grateful. I'm not taking this for granted that you trust us with your business or your baby. That's your baby, and you're trusting us with it. And I want to say thank you so much. Okay? I am grateful.
Good night, everyone. Blessings.
Good night, everyone.